So the 4 goals for promoting urban cycling. Number 1 is the most simple, basic anthropology. It's what I call A to Bism. We all share a common goal. Everybody in this room, everybody in this city, everybody around the world. We all just want to get there quick. Whether on foot, on a train, on a car, on a bike, we just always want to get there quick. To the date, to work, or home from work, preferably. We will always find the quickest route. We're rivers. Homo sapiens are like rivers. And if you make the bicycle, quite simply, the quickest way to get around a city, everybody and their dog will get on board. The strangest people will be seen riding bicycles. This requires infrastructure, of which there is a lot of best practice, of course, in place around the world, and a lot of work here in Melbourne as well. And this is half the battle won if you sort of respect the very human desire to get there quick. And one of the great examples, the anecdotes that we have from Copenhagen, is in the mid-1980s. We're in the process of rebuilding our bicycle culture, re-implementing our separated infrastructure, which we had before the war. And the number of cyclists were returning to the streets. So there was very, very many of them. And they were shooting along the busy streets to get to the city center. Just like most cities, everybody goes to the city center. And the city of Copenhagen, the traffic department said, oh my God, that can't be safe. Goodness, we better do something about that. So they said, well, here's the plan. We'll build cycle tracks, high-level cycle tracks, priority for bikes, on parallel streets, through residential areas, away from the busy streets, still leading to the city center. It'll take a little bit longer to get there. And they did that. They invested a lot of time and money in doing that. And when they were done, they said, here you go. There you go, people. Now you can ride safely to the city center. They were a complete flop. Nobody used them. People still zipped along the busy roads. It's the whole concept of A to Bism. And to the city of Copenhagen's credit, they said, fine, right. We're not going to build cycle tracks where we think people want to go or where we want them to go. We're going to build it where they want to go. We're going to follow their desire lines, this architectural phrase. We're going to follow their desire lines. And we have never looked back since that sort of decision. Another example of why we know A to Bism works is that when the city of Copenhagen asks the people who ride in their biannual bicycle report, what is their main reason for riding, this is how it looks. 56% say, oh, it's quick and easy, man. It's simply the quickest way for me to get around town, period. 19% say, oh, it's good exercise. And we're not talking about, exercise, cycling, going for long. This is just people, pedaling quietly to work 5 kilometers a day. I get my 30 minutes a day like the Ministry of Health says I should, so that's nice. 6% ride, only 6% because it's inexpensive, and 1% ride for environmental reasons, saving the planet. So make it quick with the bicycle. The lady on the left is not training for a triathlon. She's just going to work, She has her coffee on the handlebars, if you can see it through her arm there. The people on the right, in the middle of a snowstorm, they're not on a soapbox demonstratively telling the world about their commitment to sustainable transport and livable cities. They're just going to work. That's all they're doing. Garbage. I can angle anything into garbage here. I don't consider myself an environmentalist either, like I don't consider myself a cyclist, but we have a flat and 2 kids, and we generate trash when you have kids, my God. And I know for a fact we would not sort our garbage in any great detail if the city in which we live didn't make it very, very easy, quick and easy for us to do so. In our courtyard, we share with all the other flats a very detailed recycling system: metal, hard plastic, cardboard, glass, paper, batteries. A truck comes around once a month for electrical goods. Another truck comes around for dangerous goods like refrigerators and paint and whatnot. And this makes it very easy for us to do so. I don't feel like I'm saving the planet every time I throw out the garbage. But this is really A to Bism relating to garbage disposal. It's easy and efficient. Felix and I, we'll go down there. We're on our way to school, but we'll just, we'll spend like a couple of seconds chucking all the stuff into the appropriate containers. And it's easy and efficient. And this is another example. If you do that for people, people will do it. I'm of the opinion that the greatest marketing flop in the history of mankind is environmentalism, and I think it's a real shame. I'm not happy about that. If you think about it, we've had 4 decades of awareness and activism in the Western world, constantly, in your face with it. And we have very little to show about it. We have a lot of people who are aware. The most car-centric people driving around the cities of the world. They're aware. Everybody knows that we should be doing good things for the planet, but they're not doing it. Homo sapiens have never responded well to finger-wagging and guilt trips. This is not the way to sell anything. And unfortunately, a lot of bicycle advocacy, I think, around the world, it sort of resembles this failed environmentalism. Every time I hear somebody tell me that cycling is healthy, cycling is good for you, it's good for the environment, I just want to smack these people because I know that. Everybody in this room knows that. Everybody in society knows that riding a bicycle is probably a very good thing. We can figure that out. They're insulting our intelligence. And it's certainly not a way to get people onto bicycles or to sort their garbage or anything at all. Goal number 2. It's also a very simple concept. What about this crazy idea? If we applied basic marketing techniques to urban cycling, it's a fantastic product for individuals, for society, for our cities. Why don't we market it like we market every other product on the shelves, on the adverts, in the newspapers, everything? You market it positively. You tell people all the good stuff about this product, but we don't seem to do that. If you gave urban cycling to an advert, to an ad agency or something, they'd figure out in no time that it could be a multivitamin Viagra pill for the urban landscape. I'd like to see these ads running on the televisions all around the world. It's such an amazing product, and it makes it all the more amazing to think that this is how cycling is sold in so many places around the world. This is sort of the image that we have of cycling in many countries. This is cycling sold as difficult, expensive, dangerous, sweaty, subcultural. None of these words have ever been used effectively to mainstream selling a product to the greater community, the masses, as it were. These are not good marketing terms at all. This is how we used to sell bicycles. Maybe a bit hard to see, but these are all bicycle posters from throughout the last century. Happy images, pleasant images, carefree, elegant. I will bet that 10 minutes after the first bicycle rolled off the production line somewhere in the world, there was a poster outside the factory with a cycling girl on it. She is really an iconic cultural figure all around the world, and this was the most effective way to sell bicycles when the bicycle exploded into our societies about 125 years ago, selling bicycles to women as well as men. It liberated the working classes. It liberated women, the bicycle. It's had an amazing effect on societies, and this is the way we used to regard selling bicycles and indirectly bicycle culture. This is how Denmark used to sell itself. These are tourism posters from the late 1940s. Country of smiles and peace. The country for your holiday. The Copenhagen, the gay spot of Europe. In more ways than one these days, which is great. Selling the bicycle as something good. Positive imagery. Now, we talked about vacuum cleaners. This is the way that they used to market vacuum cleaners when the design of the vacuum became accessible to the masses, to the mainstream. It's efficient, it's easy, you'll have more time to bake cookies before your husband comes home if you have our vacuum, all that crap in the 50s. But it's exactly the same marketing tools used to sell vacuum cleaners as well as bicycles back in the day. This is selling cycling and A-to-Bism as glamorous, affordable, ennobling, effortless, and the all-important mainstream. This is normal, okay? Everybody's doing it, so just get on board. These, as every one of us knows here, these are positive words used in marketing. These are whatever product that may be. Using those 5 words makes people interested and makes them consider buying the product, whether you need that product or not. But just generally, very positive words. I thought it would be fun. We're in a wine country. I thought it would be fun just to look at how people market other products that have maybe 2 sides of the coin. This is how, there's an entire vocabulary of words that have developed around wine and selling wine. And I wrote this in 2 minutes. I bet there's people who actually speak like this, using words like this. Maybe not the large-breasted virgins, but I mean, it's crazy the amount of words and phrases that have evolved around wine. This is the way they sell their product. First of all, they confuse us with lots of big words, but it makes it gorgeous. It makes us want to buy the product. There are flip sides to alcohol, of course. But you don't really see the wine industry anywhere in the world, or even, the alcohol industry, marketing their product like this. Hey, Drink too much of our product and you'll get dizzy and vomit and you'll be nauseous. You'll embarrass yourself in public. Drink a little bit more, you'll lose a whole day of your life to a mind-numbing hangover. If you drink even more of it, you're going to become an alcoholic and die penniless with liver disease, and, your wife will leave you or whatnot. This is bad marketing. I would probably buy orange juice if this is the way they sold their products. So that's sort of an interesting way to compare wine with bicycles. What we need to do is what we used to do again, and that is to make urban cycling a hero brand. This is an expression in marketing. Every product on the planet in history wants to or wanted to be a hero brand. And if you look at Apple today, for example, I would say this is the best example. There's Gucci and all the others, but Apple really is a hero brand. I just got an iPhone. Do you need it? No. I just downloaded 52 apps. Cool. Do you need them? No. But I got an iPhone. So that's nice. It makes you want a piece of it. Everybody wants a piece of a hero brand, and this is the goal, really, is turning urban cycling into a hero brand, giving it the status that the car has enjoyed for so many years and the status that the bicycle used to possess.